What's up, YouTube? Game Over 86 coming back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions on if physical discs that PlayStation and Xbox make with their new consoles possibly coming in the next year or two, will they be going to cartridges like the Nintendo Switch? So if you guys are new to this channel and you guys do enjoy this video, at the end of this video, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up, share this video, leave me comments about what you guys think and what you thought of this video. And all my returning subscribers and all my new subscribers that just subscribed, welcome to Game Over 86's world. Welcome to entertainment. Welcome to news, knowledge, and truth that I'm about to drop like I always do. So sit back and let's talk about, are the discs going to go from cartridges in the future?
It's that super flow, no, she my flow. Yeah.
So honestly, my opinion and my thoughts on this whole discs to cartridges, honestly, my biggest thing that I'm thinking that they need to do and change. Obviously, Capcom definitely needs to change. They're tightwads and cheap asses when it comes to adding and putting more gig on there. They always want you to have some giant ass download and make 30 gig cards. But there's cards out there that just hold way more than Blu-rays. They hold way more than discs. They last longer. They're easier to manufacture. They're easier to, ship and build for. They last longer than discs. Discs can get scratched, broke easily, even in discs cases. They're just annoying and a nuisance to sit back and have to see and have to understand that most cartridges, you don't have that problem. The loading time are so much quicker than discs. It's a lot easier to run. It's not as hard like it is for discs. And when you load up a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or anything with a disc in it, there is that time frame. Even back in the 90s, the PlayStation 1 and the Nintendo 64, well, it was night and day difference when it came to load times. Because a cartridge will just read all that stuff in one. And a disc has to slowly read it, load times, because it's processing so much more information. It's just not a snap of the fingers and you get what you get. I mean, you could put a Nintendo 64 cartridge in the years ago, and it would load perfectly fine. I mean, you may have to blow in it a little bit or get some cleaner or something like that and clean it out, but it normally 100% of the time always worked. It never really got ruined unless you just didn't take care of your stuff and you got it wet or something like that. But discs, I mean, I don't know how many PlayStation 1 discs that I've gotten scratched so bad just from wear and tear and abuse on it. And I take care of my games, and I'm sure you guys out there do too. But it's just curious how many games we went through and how many games, I want you guys to let me know on that too. How many games you guys went through, when it came down to it. That discs just didn't work that well. They last for a certain amount of time, and that's about it. You end up having to buy new discs, new games. And if they just go cartridges, we're talking load time difference. You can't really scratch it. Cheaper on the companies to make, so that means some of their games that are $60, they can't justify it always being $60 now. I mean, I know that sounds stupid that I say that, but if they know the game's like $50 and they try to sell it for $60, well, we know, well, it don't cost that much to manufacture a disc, or a cartridge, than it does a disc. So that may actually save us in the long run as a consumer. And it's just funny because I'm sitting here watching my load screens, especially on the PlayStation 1 or the Dreamcast. It just took God amounts of time just to load in from screens and saves. And then when I plug in my Nintendo 64, and it's just like boom, 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 one after another. You could pull the game out, put it in, you didn't have to worry about a whole lot, and everything loaded fine. And I'm not saying that Sony might not do that, but I think it's a great idea if they go away from discs to cartridge-based games, whether it be the micro SD or SD or flash sticks. I think it would be great for not only the gaming industry to move that way, but to money on them as well. I mean, yeah, there's booklets. Remember how many booklets we used to get? That's kind of died out. You know, you're lucky to get maybe a booklet of the game. Nowadays, it's like them promoting a DLC pack or another game that's in there for the future to go ahead and pre-order. And I know certain specialties that you buy still have games. But when we think about it and we start looking at the overall concept of price and quality and how long it'll last, well, discs just last less time, and they take more wear and tear when you pull them out of a case and load it in. And if you guys are out there game collectors like myself, and you guys like to preserve your stuff, and you ain't got a lot of money to keep buying and spending over and over again on certain games that you guys consider just top tens of each console, I mean, who wants to go out and spend a lot of money on these games when you've already spent 60 on it, and then you have to turn around, they're a rare, or they were just a valuable game, and you have to spend another 40 or 50 bucks just to get it again. I mean, a cartridge I just think will last a lot longer. I think Nintendo's always been innovative with making cartridges. I mean, they went from discs to cartridges, so it's great to see. I mean, will companies be out there that aren't like Capcom, like I said? You know, Capcom never wants to put 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plus gig games. No, they give you a 30 gig fucking cartridge, and then they tell you got a 30 gig download, but you need a micro SD to add on for the Switch games. I don't think that's right. But if you had to ask personally, and I want you guys to leave a comment before I end this, make sure you guys leave me a comment what you guys think. Should they go from discs to cartridges? And should they also be more valuable in the long run? I know some people like the discs, but ask yourself, after spending that much money, how long will they really truly last? Anyway, this has been a great video for Game Over 86. If you guys like this video, even though it's me shooting down people on Far Cry 5 with my bear, leave me a comment, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment on what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. As always, guys, take care of yourselves wherever you may be. Game Over 86 is out. Peace.